Welcome back to News Around, dear viewers. Today we step into a story that stretches far beyond tabloids, beyond gossip, and beyond the glittering facade of celebrity life. As always, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, tap the join button to support our growing community, and leave a like and comment so our reports can reach even more people around the world. Now, settle in, because what you're about to hear is one of the most turbulent narratives in modern European celebrity culture. Few figures in international entertainment command the kind of devotion, admiration, and curiosity that Yaman does. With his disciplined background, striking presence, and reputation that extends across multiple continents, he has long been seen as an unshakable pillar of focus and charisma. Yet even those who appear strongest can be pulled into undertows they never anticipated. And in Yaman's case, that undertow took the shape of a woman whose life has always seemed wrapped in smoke and shadows, the enigmatic Sara Bluma. For years, people in Europe's most exclusive nightlife circles whispered about Sara's past, whispers that carried peculiar consistency no matter where one went. Among these whispers was a rumor so heavy, so unsettling, that it traveled across borders without ever being clearly confirmed or denied, the claim that Sara once abandoned her own child. In most cases, such allegations would fade like passing storms, but here, the storm lingered, circling her name like a permanent cloud. Many who knew her insisted the conversation had been circulating for a long time, long before her name became heaped together with Yaman's. Yet never, not once, did Sara step forward to explain, defend, clarify, or dismantle the rumor. She left it floating, suspended in ambiguity, leaving everyone else to interpret silence in whatever way their conscience allowed. And now, years later, that same shadow has crept back with renewed force. Wider. Darker. Louder. If you've just joined the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and tell us in the comments, do you think celebrities should address old allegations head-on, or is silence sometimes the wiser path? We love reading your thoughts. To understand how Yaman found himself entangled in this web, one must first look at the world that surrounded Sara Bluma long before she and crossed paths. Her life functioned without borders, overflowing with constant indulgence and dazzling nightlife, clubs pumping until sunrise, endless parties from Madrid to Berlin, and a rhythm fueled not by stability but by perpetual escape. She built a persona of glowing freedom, but many close to her quietly wondered whether this freedom was simply a refusal to take responsibility for anything or anyone. So when entered her orbit, many murmured among themselves, this can't be coincidence. For Sara, the world was a ladder, every rung a chance to climb higher, become more visible, more influential. And standing with her was a man whose very presence caused crowds to gather, cameras to flash, and social media to erupt. Paparazzi shots of the duo together spread across Europe like wildfire. Each photo, each pose, each sudden appearance launched Sara deeper into the public eye. Brands noticed her. Clubs wanted her. Her DJ gigs doubled in prestige. But while her star ascended, one person remained strangely quiet in the background, Yaman. A man once celebrated for his unwavering discipline, self-control, and relentless dedication to his craft was now photographed wandering Italian streets with hunched shoulders and exhaustion clouding his face. Friends and fans who had followed him for years said the shift was unmistakable. He used to radiate strength, some commented. Now he looks like he's carrying a weight no one else can see. The environment Sara lived in tore apart the order that had long defined Cannes' world. Her chaos became his chaos. Her emotional storms became his storms. The late-night arguments, the jealousy, the accusations, The unpredictable moods, these became a routine that chipped away at his identity piece by piece. And slowly, unbearably slowly, the confident global star lost sight of the ground beneath him. What many observers began to recognize was a textbook pattern, the quiet progression of manipulation. It often begins beautifully. Excessive admiration, adoration, attention that feels intoxicating. That was how Sara drew him close. But what begins as elevation gradually morphs into isolation. Suddenly the world shrinks. Critics become enemies. Loved ones are pushed away. And in place of admiration comes monitoring, control, power. By the time Can realized something was wrong, he was already too deep in the mire. Do you believe intense relationships can blind even the strongest personalities? Comment your thoughts and remember, subscribing to News Around helps bring you more in-depth stories like this one. And if you want to support us even more, don't forget to tap the join button. As for Sara, the relationship became a springboard. International media turned their cameras toward her. Her stage bookings multiplied. Campaign offers arrived. Interviews emerged. Her name echoed where it had never been echoed before. The irony. While her fame skyrocketed, Can's momentum began to wither. Projects entered standby. His fans divided into two camps, those who believed he was simply exploring his personal freedom, and those who feared he was being slowly erased. But the emotional toll of this story grew far heavier when fragments of Sara's past resurfaced with sharper detail. People who had once been close to her spoke up, cautiously but clearly, hinting that the rumors of child abandonment had foundations deeper than anyone wanted to admit. Old photographs emerged. Former friends refused to associate with her. Meanwhile, Sara maintained a silence almost unnerving in its calmness. The quieter she remained, the more credible the allegations appeared. Then came the statement that shook everything. A man believed by many to be connected to the child in question issued a cryptic, pointed comment. People may run from their past, but the truth eventually finds its voice. For those who had followed Sara's story, the remark was unmistakably aimed at her. For Can, it was devastating. Sources close to him say he fell into a profound introspection, unwilling or unable to respond. The revelation cracked something inside him. Suddenly the puzzle pieces of the past months aligned, revealing a picture he had refused to see. Nothing about Sara's life was as it appeared. And with this realization came another. His own fate was reaching a crossroads. Would he continue down a path that drained him emotionally, professionally, spiritually? Or would he break the cycle before it destroyed everything he built? This was no longer about romance. It had become a struggle of identity, rebirth versus collapse. Right now, across Turkey and Europe, fans, critics, and observers ask the same haunting question. Will Yaman walk away in time? No one can answer it. But one reality grows clearer by the day. Sara Bluma's unresolved past is no longer just a shadow behind her, it is a storm directly over Can's life. Sometimes confronting the truth reshapes a destiny. And sometimes, refusing to confront it leads to irreversible ruin. As we conclude, dear viewers of News Around, we invite you to reflect on this gripping saga. What would you do in Yaman's position? Would you choose love, loyalty, or liberation? Share your thoughts below, we read every comment. Don't forget to subscribe, click join if you wish to support our investigative storytelling, and hit the like button to help this video reach others who follow the complex worlds of international celebrities. Thank you for watching News Around, where we bring light to the stories hidden beneath the surface. Until our next report, stay safe, stay curious, and stay connected.